Here's a question that lingers during private late-night searches, whispered on forums, rarely spoken out loud, especially by men over 60. It's a question surrounded by myth, anxiety, and a flood of misinformation. What truly happens to your body, especially your prostate, if you masturbate every single day as a senior? You've likely seen the headlines. Some claim it's harmless, some even say it's healthy. But let's be real, few people discuss the real risks, particularly for older men. Today, we're going to cut through the myths and expose the real, often overlooked dangers of frequent masturbation for seniors, especially for your prostate and your overall health. Stay with me. What you discover might shift the way you look at this habit for good. Pause here. If you haven't yet, remember to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on vital men's health guidance designed for your best years. What's actually at risk? The senior prostate. First, let's discuss the focus of today's video, the prostate gland. It's a small, walnut-sized piece of the male reproductive system, resting just beneath your bladder, and responsible for producing the fluid in semen. For such a tiny organ, the prostate has a huge impact on a man's health, especially as you grow older. But because it's so vital, it's also a magnet for anxiety, especially with all the half-truths out there. You may have heard all kinds of claims that masturbation cleanses the prostate, that it prevents issues like inflammation or cancer. But do these ideas really hold up to close inspection? Or are they simply modern myths meant to make you ignore the real dangers? The dangers no one mentions. Let's be honest. As men age, the body becomes more exposed to subtle types of harm, including those triggered by frequent masturbation. 1. Chronic inflammation and irritation. Daily masturbation, especially for seniors, can lead to repeated irritation of the prostate and surrounding tissues. Studies reveal that overstimulation, especially as sensitivity drops with age, can result in micro-trauma and chronic inflammation, a condition called prostatitis. This brings uncomfortable symptoms, burning or stinging while urinating, pelvic discomfort, difficulty emptying your bladder, constant urge to urinate at night. And let's be clear, for seniors, these issues aren't just minor inconveniences. They can disrupt sleep, lower your quality of life, and lead to complications needing medical care. Let me tell you about a real-life example. Mr. John Harris, a 68-year-old retired teacher, visited his urologist because of ongoing pelvic pain, disrupted sleep from frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom, a strong sense of fatigue. After an honest conversation, John revealed he'd used daily masturbation as a stress outlet for years. His doctor, after examining John and going over his habits, diagnosed him with chronic prostatitis, made worse by repeated irritation from regular masturbation. John's story serves as a warning. The routines you believe are harmless can bring about serious real-world effects as you get older. If you're still here at this stage, you're clearly serious about learning about your health. Let's do something a bit different. If you're determined to make better choices for your prostate, type the word calm in the comments. It's a reminder that a calmer, more balanced approach is often the healthiest way forward. And remember, your comment could benefit someone else. 2. Disrupted hormones and fatigue. There's also the hormonal effect. Frequent masturbation causes rises and crashes in dopamine and other neurochemicals. While younger men's bodies recover quickly, for seniors, this can mean constant tiredness, mood changes, reduced testosterone, and a dip in motivation. Some research even suggests that overstimulating the prostate through daily masturbation can lower natural testosterone production, which is crucial for maintaining strength, mood, and even bone health as you age. 3. Heightened prostate risk. Contrary to internet myths, there is no solid proof that frequent masturbation shields seniors from prostate cancer. In fact, what's seldom discussed is that repeated irritation alongside age-related changes might raise your risk of issues. Aging prostates are more likely to develop cell mutations, and chronic inflammation, often set off by regular masturbation, can create the groundwork for unwanted changes in the prostate gland. Even if some research claims a link between frequency and lower cancer rates in younger men, these studies don't consider seniors. Older bodies deal with stress, hormones, and cell changes in a very different way. 4. Addiction and mental health decline. Let's discuss something most men won't admit. Masturbation can turn into a compulsion, an addiction that robs time, focus, and emotional stability. For older men, isolation is already a challenge. Using masturbation to cope with loneliness, boredom, or anxiety only deepens these problems. Pulling away from social life, feelings of shame, increased risk of depression. All of these can escalate quickly when a habit takes the place of real connection, meaning, or activity. The truth about the science. You might have heard about the Harvard study that followed thousands of men and reported a connection between higher ejaculation frequency and reduced prostate cancer risk. But here's what most videos won't mention. This is a correlation, not causation. Men with healthy lifestyles and relationships are likely to report more sexual activity, not necessarily more solo masturbation. The study itself doesn't focus on seniors specifically. Age changes a lot. Hormone response, tissue repair, cell aging, and how you handle stress. Other respected experts caution that for older adults, repeated irritation and not enough recovery time can do more harm than good. The prostate stagnation hypothesis, the idea that frequent ejaculation clears out toxins, isn't accepted by everyone, and no medical society advises daily masturbation for prostate health in seniors. If you've made it this far and want to show you're part of our supportive community, drop a 1 in the comments and hit the like button. Your support helps us reach more men with important advice. Real consequences for senior men. If you're over 60, here's what you could actually experience from daily masturbation. Worsening urinary troubles, pelvic aches or pain, hormonal imbalances, lower energy and drive, feelings of emptiness, shame, or even addiction, reduced connection with partners or family, and worst of all, ignoring other proven ways to protect your prostate. What should you do instead? If you want a healthy prostate and a better quality of life as you get older, focus on a healthy plant-based diet: tomatoes, watermelon, leafy greens, healthy fats. Stay active. Gentle movement 3 to 5 times a week helps support hormone health and lowers inflammation. Avoid smoking and cut back on alcohol. Get regular checkups. Early screenings can catch problems before they become serious. Seek real connection. Talk, laugh, share your life. Companionship is more healing than any short-term pleasure. And if you're facing frustrating symptoms like weak urine flow, waking up at night, or pelvic pain, see your doctor. There are proven, reliable treatments that don't rely on myths or risky habits. Final word. So let's come back to the main point. What does daily masturbation really do to your prostate, especially if you're a senior? Despite what you might read online, the risks are greater than the supposed rewards. Chronic irritation, hormone crashes, mental health challenges, and the loss of real connection all add up. If you want to age with confidence, energy, and real health, don't fall for empty promises. Choose habits that strengthen your body and your mind. Before you go, take a second and subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss out on honest, myth-busting health tips made just for you. We love hearing from you. Which part of this video was most useful for you, or do you have a question or story to share? Your comments keep us inspired to make more health content and could help someone else. Don't forget to share this video with friends or loved ones who need it. Together, we're creating a stronger, healthier community. Stay wise, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.